Hi everyone, welcome to this reading. Well, actually, I don't even know if it's going to be a reading. I kind of feel like this is what happened on Friday. I feel like I'm just kind of being given some very concise information. That's going to be it for the day. So we'll see. I have my cards with me. I'm, open and pulling cards if I'm being directed to do so. Before we begin, October 30th over Zoom, there's a special event. It's the HEKATE Halloween. It's an event between myself and iScry with Steph. So if you're interested in that, the link for that is in the description box below. And let's see, we're just going to go ahead and dive into this. So, and please use discernment for this message, right? I know a lot of people watch my readings and they want to think that every reading is for them, but please use discernment to see if this is even for you. So, there's a message that's coming through about laying low right now. Not forcing things, not, pushing too far, too fast. For some of you, there's some healing that's trying to happen right now from something that's, I'm not even going to get into that. It's going to be different for everybody, but there's healing that's happening from something. And the important thing that you need to focus on right now is that healing, that process of going within and really being kind to yourself. This is almost something that I think that one of the reasons why this message is coming through is because there's a few of you out there where this has been a process that's been happening for a little while now and you're growing a little impatient. But you should really ask yourself why, right? Why are you growing impatient with the process that's happening for you? So this isn't like the universe is putting you on hold or anything like that. If you can recognize that you're still healing and that you don't feel like going out, you don't feel like connecting with others, that's what I'm talking about, is to really listen to yourself right now, because yourself is trying to really instruct you on how to go about your own healing process. I feel like the reason why this is coming out is because someone out there, it's like, wow, it's been a month. I feel like I need to go out and I need to go party. I mean, like someone's putting pressure on themselves to do what they think they should be doing because they haven't really experienced that space of being secluded and healing up, maybe in this way. Right? I don't want to say that they haven't been a hermit before, they haven't isolated before. This is more like they haven't healed this way before. Right? And there's also this energy of, you may even recognize this, and this actually I feel that you will recognize yourself if this is you and this is your reading, that there's a little bit of a volatile energy right now. There's a little bit of this sensitivity. There's a little bit of something rubbed completely raw, right? Where you can't expose that internal vulnerability to other influences right now. It's very important to just kind of like chill out on the couch, watch like some movies that make you feel calm, make you feel peaceful, right? Being very careful and mindful of like media that you consume in the background, because remember, that's subliminal information. It works the same way anyway. And there's what are we nourishing ourselves with is kind of the question that keeps coming through as I'm talking about this right now, is like, how are you nourishing yourself? Some of you are stepping into a place where you are exhibiting more self-care, more self-love, right? Doing things for yourself that maybe you didn't do before, and taking time that you didn't take before, and just kind of spending some time at home, like loving yourself. Like this is really the energy that is kind of being pushed out for this message, is to really take that time for yourself. Okay, I guess we are pulling cards. Cool. Yeah, there's something that ended here, some cycle that we've completed, some sort of karma within ourselves that we've wrapped up, right? And this is going to be why you're exhibiting more self-care at this time. It's like every time we wrap up those cycles, the manifestation of which is in our external world, it brings us closer into ourself, right? We learn how to love ourselves more and more each time we learn one of those lessons. Here with the Queen of Wands, for some of you, this is about really giving to yourself in a way where you may be taking care of your appearance. So some of you may be like rethinking how you present to the world. You may be going out, getting your nails done, your hair done, or, working out more. You may be even beautifying your environment, because the Queen of Wands here, she's very passionate. and she's very passionate, and everybody finds her extremely magnetic and extremely attractive. You may be even noticing that there are people coming in who, I think that for some of you, you're not necessarily wanting these people to come in, and it's okay to say no, right? So I don't know why, but I felt like I needed to say that. It's okay to say no. There's something significant about 3 months coming in for me with this card, because there's 3 stars over here and 3 stars over here. So there may have been something that happened about 3 months ago, or this change may have started about 3 months ago for you. And now we seem to be sitting in a really good place. So, and you know, remember the Queen of Wands, she likes to take action. She is the Witch of the Tarot. She likes to move the energy. And the thing about it is that she sits in a passive state to do so. So remember that that's the message. You don't necessarily have to go out and do right now. It's about getting your energy system in order so that you can start to move the energy. We have the Queen of Swords, and then we have the Nine of Cups, followed by the overall energy is the Six of Wands. So this is about success. How do we go about having the best possible outcome from this particular phase, from this particular moment in time? And the Queen of Swords here, she's very focused on what it is that she wants. This is a message that keeps coming out for this collective in a broader sense, right? The broader collective that I read for. It's about getting very clear right now about what you want. Not just in your mind, but in your energy body, right? Getting your energy, your emotions, and your emotions, your beliefs, and your willpower lined up is how you manifest. And most people, they're so busy with their emotions all over the place that they're never able to make that happen. They'll figure out what they want, they'll really want it, which is kind of an energy of lack, and then they'll worry about it the whole time, and then they'll wonder why it didn't happen for them. Well, because you have to follow that recipe. Your feelings, your beliefs, and your intentions have to all line up. And someone here, you're really trying to do that because you have this Queen of Wands. You're coming into a space where maybe you are taking that time for yourself because you're understanding that there's something within the nervous system that has to settle, or there's something that's being churned up from the sediment of our subconscious that's ready to process and heal right now when it wasn't before, right? We never saw it before. Maybe we're seeing it now. And maybe you're feeling more emotional or a little bit volatile. These are all sorts of the great reasons why it's good to kind of lay low at this time and really take care of the self. Someone here, you may have always engaged in that self-love journey, and you may have tried to reparent yourself, but it's almost like you're coming into that in a new way, in a new understanding of, wow, I never got that I could do this, right? That's kind of how I'm feeling. And this is transformative. Remember, the Queen of Swords, she's got that butterfly crown. Her thoughts are transforming, right? That her mind is transforming because her higher mind is transforming. Her life transforms. And this is leading us to this Nine of Ghosts. This is happiness. This is fulfillment. So I think that whoever this message is for, you are in a really good time period right now, because it's from this time period. It's almost like a power position, right? You get to be in the present moment. You get to be present with yourself. High Priestess Tier, my manifestation tier, I recently put out a video about that, about the importance of the present moment and how that is our position of power. So someone here, you are taking your psychic energy back. You're learning how to put that energy inside of yourself. You're learning how to self-focus, how to mother yourself, how to father yourself, how to reparent yourself, how to, establish a better connection with yourself so that you can have those thoughts, feelings, beliefs, ideas all line up so that you can give yourself the life that you want. I think that's really powerful, right? And so you may be feeling a little bit of pressure, like, oh, well, maybe I should be doing this, maybe I should be doing that. And the message is coming through is, no, just let the process happen right now. I almost feel that this is for the duration of Scorpio season. Towards the end of Scorpio season, it feels like things are picking up a little bit in terms of action. And so, this may be something where once we hit that like Scorpio Sag, liminal time. I don't know how else to put it other than liminal time. It always feels like a slightly liminal time. This is where people kind of step into a little bit more action that's going to happen. Now, I do want to say that I think that for a lot of you in that time period, there's almost like a curveball. It's something that you don't expect, probably something rather pleasant. I'm seeing it as this imp that's giving this queen flowers, and it's because she got into this energy. It's almost like now that you've taken the time to really get inside of your embodiment, right, to actualize yourself, before you take these moves, and you learn the lesson about patience and letting things happen in their own time. Now this is going to happen for you, whatever that is. And I think that's going to be very different for all of you, but it does look like a very good thing. And it's because you got clear on what it is that you want from a feeling standpoint, from an intellectual standpoint, from a willpower standpoint. Yeah, if you notice, it's almost like she's just sitting there with her hand out and the bat just comes, right? She got herself balanced. She got herself into some very good boundaries there with having a sword so that people can't fuck with her, but also having her hand out because she can still extend empathy and compassion. And because she's got this balance within herself now that maybe she didn't have before. Maybe she overextended before. Maybe whoever this message is for, you gave too much, or you did too much, or you didn't do enough and you didn't give enough. It could go either way. And now that whoever this message is for, you've gotten yourself into this place where, because you learn to extend that love to yourself, you have more to offer, right? You have more to offer now. The quality of what you're offering means more. Maybe it's because you don't give as much anymore, right? So when you do, people take notice and they're like, wow, that's valuable. Whereas before, people just expected it from you, right? Do you know what I'm saying? And but because we put ourselves in this energy, whoever this message is for, something's coming in, and it does look very good. Okay, I'm hearing cut the deck, and then one more card. Okay, 7 of Pumpkins. For some of you, this is going to be something that you waited for a long time. But I do think that for the rest of you, this is really about 7 of Pumpkins. This is really about waiting and abiding time. I feel that this collective, you already know deep inside when you're going to be ready. And you know to listen to that. You may have just had some ideas like, well, maybe I should do this now. Maybe I should do this now. And is it healthy that I'm waiting? And again, you know, have discernment for this, because some of you are sitting on a couch waiting around for things that are never coming because you've been waiting around for 20 years, right? And I don't feel that this is necessarily, well, it might be for some of you. So again, you have to practice discernment. But this is really about understanding when the time is right? Understanding when your own little bread oven goes off and says, hey, this bun is ready. And this is really good energy, because this is following your intuition into your own process. It's just, we may be doubting that at the moment. And this is just kind of coming through to say, no, you learned this, right? Don't worry, chill. So whoever this message is for, again, this is rather short, but this is the reading. And if this resonates for you, please hit that like button. Feel free to leave me a comment, and until next time.